Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All my lovely students of class 8th, Assalamu alaikum. This is the time of morning and the weather is very beautiful. So, a very good morning to all of you from Sarzishan. I am over here to teach you computer, and we have already finished chapter number 1. Done, finished. So this is the time that I am starting chapter number 2. All of you, first of all, open your book. Did you remember your book? If you will not open your book, how can you understand? So, I am showing you your book. This is your book. All right? And now, look at the board. Class 8 Computer, and this is lecture number 8. All of you open page number 22, chapter number 2, topic programming languages. This is the topic. Did you see the topic? What is the topic? Programming languages. So, the question arises, what do you mean by programming languages? Or what do you know about programming languages? Read the question. Question number 1, written in your book. What are programming languages? Why do we need different languages? Now, let me tell you what are programming languages. Programming languages are computer software. Understand? In my lecture number 1, I remember I told you many things about computer software. So, all the programming languages are types of computer software. All those languages. And programming languages are those languages in which you can write a computer program. I wrote a definition which is very easy for you to understand. Okay? Have a look. Read whatever I wrote over there on the board. So, did you read it? I am giving you some seconds. Read it. Programming languages. Programming languages are those languages in which we can write any computer program. If you read in the book, you will find some difference, whatever I wrote on the board. The reason is that I wrote very shortly and very easily. It's a little bit difficult in your book and it's lengthy in your book. Understand what I'm saying? So, keeping in view your difficulty, to make you easy, I wrote this thing in easy manner for you to understand, because you are my lovely students. Okay? A computer program is a set of instructions which instructs the computer what to do and how to do. All computer languages are computer software. Example? What are the examples? Many examples, more than 100. You don't need to write many examples. Write only 4, 5, 6, whatever it may be. So, example of computer languages: Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, GW Basic, Q Basic, C language, Java, and many others. Next part of this question: why do we need different languages? Need of programming languages. Open page number 22 and start reading para number 2. I was reading this paragraph and I made it short and easy and I wrote it over here. So, number 1, read this para of your book and after that read whatever I wrote on the board. There are more than 100 these languages which are designed for specific purposes. For example, some languages solve business problems, other perform large calculations, etc. I have finished question number 1. And I tried my best to let you understand, to let you know the concept of programming languages and the need of programming languages. And also I gave you the examples of programming languages. Understand? You will take the picture of the board and also write it in your notebook. Where are your copies? Copy down these paragraphs in your notebooks, in your copies. Okay? So, next question. Question number 2. Which are low-level languages? Why are these languages called low-level? Let me explain you. Low-level languages. Listen. Low-level languages are very difficult. It's really very difficult to write any computer program in low-level language. Reason? The reason is that we have 2 types of low-level languages. Number 1, machine language. Number 2, assembly language. I am telling you, See, I am giving you my own example. I am a very expert programmer. I worked many years as programmer in Pakistan Steel Mills Corporation and also in Saudi Arabia. I was working in Saudi Arabia, Al Jubail Royal Naval Forces, Saudi Arabia. I was a computer programmer over there. So I have a grip on writing computer programs, but I cannot write any computer program in machine language. There are two types of low-level languages. Number one, machine language. Number two, assembly language. Machine language is very difficult. The reason is that only we have zeros and ones. Dear students, no way. I cannot write the program in machine language. That's why machine language is called low level language. You understand now why this is called low level? Because it's very difficult to write program in low level language. That's why this is called low level. Due to the difficulty, it's called low level. Number two, assembly language. Oh, assembly language is also difficult, but not as difficult as machine language. But anyway, assembly language is also difficult. Reason? The computer programs in assembly language are written in codes, and these codes are called mnemonics. What are mnemonics? Codes of assembly language. So, read the paragraph on the board. I am giving you a very short time to read it. Page 23 and 24. Read it now and read it that. Up till over here, mnemonics. Now, question number 3. Which are high level languages? Why are these languages called high level? Read page number 25 of your book, and the heading is high level languages. Let me tell you what are high level languages. High level languages are those programming languages in which you can write computer program very easily. Why easily? The reason is that no binary numbers, no codes. High level languages are English oriented, very easy English. You can write in high level language very easily because it is used simple English, and these languages are very easy from user's point of view. Understand the definition? Now read the board. These languages are easy to write any computer program because they are English oriented. Examples of high level language: GW Basic, COBOL, Fortran, Pascal, C language, and many others. Many others, maybe more than 100. Understand what I'm saying? So I hope you understand the definition of low level language, high level language, need of these languages, their examples, etc. Okay? Should I come on next question? What do you say? Alright. Let me start the next question. Okay? Read it. Machine language consists of zeros and ones only. Assembly language is written in codes called mnemonics. Okay? Question number 3. Have a look. This thing I explained you. And now I am coming on next question. Open page number 25. Question number 4. Why do we need to transfer high level language into low level language? Page number 25. I am telling you the answer. Before I tell you the answer, I am giving you an example. Why we need to transfer? Listen to the question. Why we need to transfer high level language into machine language? See, question. High level language into low level language. Why do we need that? Low level language means machine language. The reason is that if someone came from the country of Africa, you don't know his language, he doesn't know your language, and he is talking with you. He is asking a question. Ano hindi nagawa dekao? Nagawa mo, ano hindi nagawa mo dekao? You cannot understand. The reason is that this is the language of that person belonging to the forest of Africa. In the same way, computer is a machine. We are human being. We do not understand the language of computer, and computer does not understand our language. That's why it is very necessary to transfer our programs written in high level language into low level language. For this purpose, we have 3 translator programs. Understand? What are those? Number 1, interpreter. Number 2, compiler. Number 3, assembler. Now read the board. Computer is a machine and we are human beings. Computer does not understand our language, so all the programs written in high level language must be converted into machine language, and then computer can execute them. For this purpose, language translators are used. Name of the translator programs are as below: interpreter, compiler, assembler. Homework. Learn these questions. Homework. Learn these questions. Alright, so my dear student, it's enough, and prepare yourself to write these notes in your copies. Okay, I shall be waiting for your comments in the video. If anything you do not understand, remember me. I am your teacher. Okay? I will help you.